What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to this topical video here on Anfield Agenda. As you guys are watching this, I'm on my holidays over in Spain, and it is of course the international break, so we didn't want to leave you without any content, so I've recorded a series of videos, all topical, to hopefully keep you guys up to date while we're away. This one is the best Liverpool 11 of my lifetime. Now, full disclosure on this one, my friends, we did this at the live show in Dublin that we had. We debated out all the positions, and between myself and the audience, we came up with the best 11 of my lifetime as a Liverpool fan. Now, I wasn't old enough, and I know a lot of you probably won't believe me. You know, you look at me and you think, this old fella, of course he was around back then, but I wasn't around to see Kenny Dalglish or Phil Thompson or Ray Clements playing for Liverpool Football Club. So this is the best 11 from my era of watching the Reds. Of course, we'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section. Do drop a like on the video, and if you enjoy it, also hit that subscribe button. As you can see, we've gone to 220,000 subscribers here on Anfield Agenda. Each one of you mean the world to us, so thank you for your support. So look, we're going to start off, as we always do, with, of course, the goalkeeping position. And I looked at this, and my options were really Pepe Reina, Bruce Grobbelaar, but of course I came to the conclusion, as any right-minded person would, that Alisson Becker is, of course, the best goalkeeper of my era supporting Liverpool. So that was a fairly easy one to kick us off with, and I think you'll probably agree with me. Actually, as I record this, it's October the 2nd, which is also Alisson's birthday, so belated happy birthday, Alisson. Moving into the right-back position now, and this one caused a little bit more debate when we were at the live show. So obviously you can look at the likes of Trent Alexander-Arnold, you can look at the likes of Rob Jones, you can look at Steve Finnan, but what we've gone for and what we ended up with was Stevie Nicol as our fullback. So again, maybe you guys aren't old enough to remember Stevie Nicol, or maybe you disagree, but we'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section. Moving into the centre-back positions now, this was the easiest, to be honest with you. I had to put big Sammy Hyypiä in there. I loved Sammy Hyypiä, and one of the biggest bargains of my time supporting Liverpool, and the service he gave the football club was truly amazing. I often dream about what it would be like to have a Sammy Hyypiä and Virgil van Dijk both in their prime partnership together for Liverpool. I think we may never have conceded a goal. If you add Alisson in behind them, I mean, best of luck. Best of luck breaking through that defence. So for me, Big Sammy had to be in there. Alongside him, who have we gone with? Well, of course, you've got your Jamie Carragher's, your Daniel Aggers, your Stefan Onchos. But ultimately, we came to the conclusion that alongside Big Sammy Hyypiä, of course, it's got to be our current club captain, Virgil van Dijk. Right? I think you'd agree with me. Imagine those two together playing at centre-back for Liverpool. It would be, you'd be pretty confident you're coming away with victories and clean sheets more often. So we move into the left-back position now, and this was actually, there was slim pickings, if I'm being really honest, with regards to the left-back situation. So could have had Fabio Aurelio, could have had John Arne Riise, but I didn't really rate John Arne Riise all that much, and Fabio Aurelio's time was, of course, spent a lot of the time injured. Very good player on his day. But what I've come for and gone for is Andy Robertson. Yes, he's a modern player, but I still think of my lifetime supporting Liverpool Football Club, Andy Robertson is the best left back I've seen for my time. So pretty straightforward there. Andy Robertson takes up the left back position. Moving in now to the sexy end, and we've gone for a 4-3-3 system, by the way. I probably should have pointed that out at the end. So moving into midfield now, who have we gone with? Javier Mascherano in the holding midfield position. I love this lad. I loved him when he was at Liverpool Football Club. He embodied everything I love in a footballer. Fight, spirit, just a great reading of the game. Had a little bit of feistiness to him as well, which I love. And of course, we did Momo Sissoko. It could have gone Jan Molby as well, gone a bit more back. But Fabinho, of course, would have come into the conversation. But still think Javier Mascherano was part of what was, in my opinion, the best midfield in the world, as the song goes. So this was fairly straightforward. Javier Mascherano in the holding midfield position. Now we're moving into the more attack-minded midfielders. Of course, Stevie G makes it into the team. You didn't really think I was going to do a best Liverpool 11 of my lifetime without Stevie G being in there. The man single-handedly dragged Liverpool through many, many games, to many, many trophies. The FA Cup final, the Stevie G final against West Ham. You've also got the Champions League in 2005, where his header was the goal that pulled us back. He also went in and dropped back to play at right back at one point in that game. And you will have your own moments that you still look back on for Stevie G. So of course Stevie G's in this team, and he's also the captain of the team. So that one was fairly easy. The other position, though, that was difficult. Who have I gone with? I've gone for John Barnes. And you might be pushing it a bit, putting John Barnes in midfield. I get it, but the forward selection for Liverpool was ridiculous. So when I was looking at midfield, of course, you look at the likes of Xavi Alonso as an example. You could have had Gary McAllister, albeit his time at Liverpool was brief. It was impactful. Ronnie Whelan was another one you could have put in. But I think we have to have a team with John Barnes in it. And if we have to shoehorn him into midfield a little bit, then so be it. Because I couldn't have an 11 without John Barnes in it. So John Barnes is the third midfield option. Now we move into the attack, and we were spoiled for riches as Liverpool fans with attackers. And even narrow it down to 3 is probably going to upset and annoy a lot of people watching this, because you'll all feel that I've missed out on somebody that should be in the team. And as I said, that leads to this spoiling that we've had as Liverpool fans with attackers. So first up, we're going to go for the great man, Mohamed Salah. How could I not have a record breaker of this ilk in the team? He has defined this era really under Jurgen Klopp since he's come in. To get to see this man play his trade week in and week out, continue to smash records, continue to set the standards, it's a pleasure and a privilege. So of course, Mohamed Salah makes it into the attack of this Liverpool all-time 11. Who else though is in there? There's 2 more positions to go. Well, for me, Luis Suarez, El Pistolero. I will say this, of all my time watching Liverpool Football Club, he is the most skillful footballer I have had the pleasure of watching. Yes, he divided opinion at times. Yes, he stepped over the line at times. But on the pitch, if you want to go out there and fight for a result, this is the man you want there with you. It doesn't matter to him whether he was 10-0 up or 10-0 down. He still played with the same dedication and tenacity and scored some ridiculous goals. I would imagine that to this day still, Norwich have nightmares when someone mentions the name Luis Suarez. So of course Suarez was in the team. And the last one, of course, it's God. It's Robbie Fowler, my favourite Liverpool player of all time, and somebody I grew up just idolising in every way, shape or form. To not put Ian Rush, to not put El Nino in this team is of course going to be difficult, because people are going to go, Craig, how can you have a Liverpool 11 of your lifetime and not include Ian Rush? Maybe make an argument for Michael Owen. But I did say to you, it was going to be difficult because we've been spoiled for riches. And Rush was at the very start of my time supporting Liverpool, so my memory may be a little bit faded there, and maybe I don't fully appreciate the greatness of Ian Rush. So I'm open to be corrected on that one. On Michael Owen, I think you know why Michael Owen isn't going to be in this team, because, well, he damaged that legacy. And Fernando Torres, I don't think he deserves to be in it. As great as he was, and as good as he was for us, much better than he was when he went to Chelsea, I just couldn't put Fernando Torres in the team. So, just to go back through and give you the total 11, it is as follows. Alisson Becker in goal, at left back Andy Robertson, at right back Stevie Nicol, centre back positions Sami Hyypiä and Virgil van Dijk. In midfield, we've gone for a 4-4-2. Apparently, I thought it was a 4-3-3, but apparently it's a 4-4-2. So now my selection of John Barnes makes way more sense. So it's John Barnes on the left side of midfield. And remember, I always told you this was a 4-4-2. On the right-hand side, of course, it's Mohamed Salah. Midfield, Steven Gerrard and Javier Mascherano. Up top, it is Luis Suarez and Robbie Fowler. And I would say that is one hell of an 11. But I want you guys to let me know your thoughts. Let us know in the comment section. Of course, drop a like on the video. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, you know what to do. Thank you for your time as always, my friends. Look forward to reading your comments. And we'll get through this international break together. Won't be too long till the Reds are back in action. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.